What is it about wildlife that inspires us? Is it what we can't control, or is it simply what the animals can do that we can't? Whatever the answer, it is true that wildlife does in fact inspire us all. So why then do we ruin this inspiration by littering? Littering is making wildlife disappear. Being an employee at Busch Gardens Tampa, I'm constantly surrounded by animals, and you learn that wildlife greatly affects our daily lives. So why do we need wildlife? Well, everyone needs to eat, and everyone needs order and stability in their life. But think about it, food scraps and other organic items kill aquatic life. Over 1 million birds and 100,000 marine mammals die each year from marine litter. So according to scientificamerican.com, it is possible to live without food when suffering from anorexia nervosa and end-stage malignancies. Otherwise, it may take no longer than 3 weeks before you kick the bucket. So, and when the food chain starts to implode and the food shortage works its way up the ladder, what will happen when you run out of food? And think about that. What happens when the food shortage does reach the human race? My prediction, people will start to go, oh shit, what are we gonna do? Disorder will start to creep into everyone's lives, and people will start to move around desperately to find food, so stability goes right out the window. And, most people will die off, leaving others to fear for their lives. And you may think, oh, that these are very drastic circumstances, but they're really not. I mean, that's exactly what happened during the East African famine, according to Mission Network News. And, you just can't help but think the effect if that happens large scale. So back to that food chain. According to a Seattle news site, seattlepi.com, food scraps and other organic items are when food scraps and other organic items are disposed of improperly, algae blooms increase in the water. These algae blooms reduce the amount of oxygen available for aquatic life, causing a decrease in that aquatic life's population. This could very well be what triggers that domino effect up the ladder of the food chain. Fish, for instance, less fish for us, less fish for other animals, less food. Another instance of this decrease in wildlife, according to Chemo International, is that 1 million birds and 100,000 marine mammals die each year from becoming entangled or ingesting marine litter. And this number will only increase as the amount of garbage disposed of improperly increases each year. Now stop for a second. Imagine a world where the fear of starvation is non-existent, where organizations like PETA and college students like me aren't shoving information down your throat about how this animal is going to go extinct, or that animal is entangled in fishing line. Small scale, Busch Gardens Tampa has created such an environment. No animals die of starvation. No animals are injured or die from litter. Well, maybe one or two within the span of like 10 years, but that's minuscule compared to what happens in the wild. The point is, we know it can be done. All that's left is to take the steps to get there. So what can you do? Well, it's as simple as making sure that your garbage makes it to the garbage can. And if you see trash on the ground, pick it up. I'm not saying cigarette butts or any of that nasty stuff, because I'm not touching that either, trust me. But, if it's a plastic bag or a rubber cans, pick it up. And, you can volunteer for cleanups. There are many opportunities for beach cleanups, river cleanups, park cleanups. If you look, you can find them. And they're pretty fun, too. So look, everyone needs food. Everyone needs order and stability in their life. But not throwing away food scraps properly, it can kill aquatic life. And millions of animals die each year from marine litter. Basically, litter is making wildlife disappear. And just making sure that your garbage can, that your little paper ball makes it into the garbage can, makes a difference. So, what is it about wildlife that inspires you?